personal portfolio, 100% of my liquid net worth has been in crypto for quite a while now, 5 years plus. And I've been investing in the space since 2013. And I think people who know me are familiar with the general asset allocation. I've got more Solana, I've got some Sui, I've got some meme coins, and I keep it very concentrated, super concentrated. I do not recommend that for everybody. But I've been in this space for a very long time, and I probably do more macro work. Crypto investing is one of the most powerful things you can do. Many people here are building in the space because we see a better future for the internet using this technology. I would say, even if you want to be really conservative, if you were to buy 10% of your portfolio, of your savings, your assets, your net wealth, put 10%, and let's say in Bitcoin because it's easy, without complicating it, and it goes up on average 150% a year, your entire portfolio goes up 15% a year from that one asset. That beats your hurdle rate immediately. Now, there are going to be years where it's going to go down 70 or 80%, and you're going to have to deal with that. That's why you get paid 150% a year returns. But if you've only got 10% and it goes down, you lose. If it goes down 50%, you lose 5%. You don't care. So just think of the optionality of how much it can change your life. We've never been given this number go up technology before. And yes, your mileage may differ. The future returns may not be the past returns. All of that.
Raoul Pal predicts explosive growth for Solana. Despite significant volatility, the asset has shown resilience. He highlights two major developments that have increased his confidence in Solana. NFT compression enables massive scaling of NFTs at low cost, opening up numerous use cases from ticketing to derivatives contracts. FireDancer is a technology that enables Solana to reach unprecedented transaction speeds of up to 1 million transactions per second TPS. This scalability positions Solana as a leader in blockchain technology, essential for its mass adoption. Paul has invested heavily in Solana with 90% of his cryptocurrency allocation dedicated to it, reflecting his strong belief in its potential. He highlights the importance of focusing on investments when markets are highly correlated, as is often the case in the crypto world. Paul uses chart analysis to support his bullish stance on Solana. He highlights a perfect wedge pattern on Solana's price chart, which historically indicates strong bullish breakout potential. According to Raoul Pal, if you want to make the most money, pick the coin that has the potential to become the next Solana. Before we move forward, if you want to stay updated with the latest crypto events and news, you can subscribe to our channel and like this video. Now let's get back to Raoul Pal's view on Solana and Sui and the overall crypto market.
Crypto is also a secular trend. It's the fastest adoption of any technology the world has ever seen. It's the highest performing asset class of all time in the shortest period of time. Bitcoin's average return is 148% a year. That includes 3 80% drawdowns. So that we've got a secular trend and debasement of currency happening at the same time. Liquidity is driving it. So where are we now in the liquidity cycle? So what's interesting is liquidity is driven by the refinancing of government debts. The government debts are every 4 years. They reset them back in 2008. And we are at the point, and this is what the kind of macro summer and macro fall that I talk about, crypto summer, crypto fall, is the point that these debts need to get refinanced. In the US, we've got $10 trillion of debt needs to be refinanced. Now, interest rates are here. Trend rate of GDP growth that generates the income to pay the interest is here. They're going to have to bring down interest rates. And they're going to have to inject liquidity to finance all of these debts. And that usually means issuing more debt.
Paul also says that Solana competitor Sui is acting like it is going to be one of the key chosen ones of the major new chains, if not the chosen one. People should pay attention to Sui amid bullish signals, tech upgrades, and growing adoption. Paul says one of the bullish signals Sui is giving includes breaking out of an inverse head and shoulders pattern. The Mysticetti upgrade brought sub-second finality, the fastest of any chain, and the upcoming pilot fish will supposedly bring transactions per second, TPS, that go even beyond Solana FireDancer. They're attempting to rebuild the internet brick by brick for Web3. Gaming is a potential niche Sui could succeed in, and the announcement that Circle will issue the USDC stablecoin on the platform is another good step. But Suite is still in its infancy, and the proof will need to be provided by successful applications that evolve based on the tech stack. Altcoins are driving the latest rally in the cryptocurrency market, with Solana being the standout. The token recently surpassed $160, reaching a high of $169, indicating strong investor confidence. Bitcoin is steadily approaching $70,000, further fueling optimism in the broader crypto space. Amid this dynamic market, Paul highlighted specific levels to watch before calling Solana's recent uptrend sustainable. Paul focuses on Bitcoin's trajectory, suggesting that the market's bullish momentum is dependent on Bitcoin breaking above $70,000 before any long yellow fruit season. This is not the first time Paul has highlighted that $70,000 is a crucial level for Bitcoin. He previously supported Marty Party's analysis, which takes a bullish stance based on the Wyckoff accumulation model. According to the model, Bitcoin advanced through distinct phases, with phase D being the final support point before the potential breakout. During this phase, the model showed price fluctuations between $56,700 and $66,500, a range that coincided with geopolitical events in the Middle East, causing Bitcoin to temporarily pull back. Marty Party's analysis suggests that a move beyond $73,777 could materialize as the U.S. election approaches in November, potentially pushing Bitcoin above $80,000. Paul agrees with this analysis and acknowledges that this event could be a potential catalyst for a significant bullish turnaround. Notably, cryptocurrency market sentiment has improved following recent rate cut announcements by the Federal Reserve, which has contributed to continued price increases. Following the event, Paul reaffirmed his long-term optimism that Bitcoin's trajectory remains upward and that short-term fluctuations are less important in the broader context. Bitcoin's price has fluctuated up and down since its inception in 2009, leaving some investors with notable gains or losses and others wondering what would have happened if they had invested earlier or held on to their stock. The man who made the first real Bitcoin transaction in 2010 paid 10,000 Bitcoins for 2 pizzas. The coins were worth around $40 at the time, and more than $730 million when the Bitcoin price hit an all-time high in March 2024. Launched in January 2009, Bitcoin's price surpassed the dollar mark for the first time in February 2011. In March 2024, Bitcoin hit a record high of $73,750. If you invested $1,000 in Bitcoin in 2014, your investment would be worth $176,994. Paul predicted a significant surge for Bitcoin and the overall cryptocurrency market in the fourth quarter of the presidential election year. Paul said that risk assets like Bitcoin and other cryptocurrencies typically see surges during the fourth quarter of an election year. The last quarter of an election year is the real banana republic for all working people. This is still the case. So, you know you have a very, very, very high probability that by the fall, things will go completely crazy. Earlier this year, Paul suggested that politicians typically hand out candy in the form of stimulus packages during elections. This leads to higher inflation and therefore higher digital asset prices. His prediction of a surge in the fourth quarter aligns with historic trends where cryptocurrencies saw significant gains during the last quarter of the year. However, it is important for investors to proceed with caution and conduct thorough research before making investment decisions.